I've always had a passion for motor vehicles and I just always wanted to work on them. So more of a hobby that turned into a career. I'm a qualified diesel mechanic in that sense, so I work on motor vehicles. I finished matric, and then what I did was I went back and I did N2 and N3, diesel mechanics, fitting and machining, mechanotechnology, engineering drawing, electrotechnology, electrical trade theory, and industrial electronics. I am quite specialized where I am now. I wouldn't say that those subjects which I studied were necessarily required to specialize, because once you join a dealership, the OEM does support you and they will give you additional training. You do a lot of training, which is good because it's generally free. You do get assigned a technician. I was fortunate that I got assigned a master technician. As they work on various, difficult vehicles, you have to pick up. A trade, you learn most of it through experience. Then once you get a certain amount of experience, the OEM does allow you to go to their training centers where they'll give you additional training to cover certain topics or just to cement what you've already learned. I wouldn't say being a diesel mechanic is even close to being redundant. Because at the end of the day, when you qualify as a diesel mechanic, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can only work on diesels. You learn the fundamentals of both diesel and petrol when you do the qualification. And as the new technologies come along, hybrids, all of that, you need to consider the fact that there is no EV mechanic that you can qualify as. That is something that the OEM will teach you. You will get that training, so you progress as the vehicles progress. It's a different challenge every day. So if you enjoy challenges, then you get to do something and it's not repetitive. Every vehicle is different and you learn from each one, which is quite satisfying because as you progress, a version of me a year ago wouldn't hold a candle to myself now. We have quite a tight schedule and we have a lot of deadlines in that sense, because something to consider is someone brings their car in, they most of the time need that vehicle. So they rely on you entirely to get that vehicle done. And it can be stressful at times when you are running out of time and you can't resolve a problem. But at the end of the day, it just kind of works out. The best personality is probably to be stubborn, weirdly enough, because when you're faced with a challenge, you need to have the mindset that regardless of how long it takes or how much you just can't seem to get it right, you need to persevere in that sense. There is always a solution. We will always fix the vehicles. Just apply. Honestly, once you get an apprenticeship, they will train you, your technician will train you, you'll go for additional training at a college. You will learn everything on the job.